What is going on, everyone? This is the Kid DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. This is your Wednesday, August 4th AEW Dynamite. Very special AEW Dynamite. This was your AEW Dynamite homecoming. They're obviously back in Daly's place. Now, before I get into this review, I first have to say we're one sub away, from 430, man. So if any of you guys would like to subscribe to the channel, that would be much appreciated. Like, comment, tell me in the comment sections what did you guys think of not just AEW Dynamite as a whole tonight, but of course Malachi Black's in-ring debut in AEW. Overall, I thought this show was actually pretty good. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight to it. We kick things off, man, with a little nostalgic from WCW World Championship Wrestling. Chris Jericho versus, sorry if I mispronounce his first name here, Huenta Guerrera. Sorry if I mispronounce his name. I really do. But this is Chapter 3 of the 5 Labors of Jericho. Obviously, Jericho had to hit a move off the top rope. He couldn't just end it like in the ring or anything like that. The match started off a little sloppy. I'm going to be honest with you. But overall, it picked up a little bit of steam. Overall, I thought that the opening of this match was meh. For obviously Jericho and, Herrera, they're not, obviously they're not who they were many years ago. This ain't, 1998 all over again, you know what I'm saying? But hey, for what it was worth, I thought it was meh. It wasn't bad, but it was meh. After the match, we had Wardlow attack Jericho, which means that Wardlow was going to be the 4th labor for Chris Jericho, and it is going to be MJF as the special guest referee. Now, let me remind you, because there are people like, well, what's the 5th labor? And I'm glad MJF said this on commentary. MJF is the 5th labor of Jericho, because for those who still don't know, it's MJF. Just want to point that out there. All right, so after that, we got a little backstage segment with, not just the triangle, death triangle with Andrade trying to get them to join, but we also saw Tony Schiavone with the Dark Order, and then we see Hangman Page, and he's talking about, like, I failed you guys, it's my fault. Dark Order's like, no, it's okay, man, like, you good, bro, like, it's all good, brother. But he's like, we gotta go our separate ways from now on, so, yeah. Next up, we had a 6-man tag team match playa. We had Jeff Parker and Matt Lee 2.0, which is Ever Rise from NXT. I didn't really get to see them wrestle that much in NXT, so this is really my first time watching them wrestle. But they're teaming up with Daniel Garcia versus Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley, and Darby Allin. This was a great match. Great match. 2.0, they're pretty good. Garcia did a good job of what he was doing. I thought all 6 men did really good here. So great 6-man tag team match playa. Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston, Darby Allin get the win here. So we see the Elite goofing off and stuff, and, you got the Good Brothers talking about Dark Order. You want a shot at the Impact Tag Team Champ, so it looks like we're going to get that match next week, I guess. So, yeah. After that, we got Christian Cage versus The Blade. I thought this was solid. Nothing too bad about this match. Christian Cage gets the win here, which puts him at number 1 at the AEW ranking. So, which obviously means, what's going to happen. Christian Cage versus Omega at All Out. But I'll talk about that more as we get into this review. So we have Britt Baker, Red Velvet. Red Velvet wants a piece of Britt Baker at the debut of AEW Rampage next Friday in her hometown of Pittsburgh. So that was that. And then after that, we get Andrade and Chavo with Fuego trying to beat up Fuego, which wasn't cool. So, yeah, that wasn't cool. Poor Fuego. Fuego's been having a bad, run, man. He just getting beat up every single week. Poor Fuego. But Hangman Page with Tony. The Elite come out. They're just ganging up all over him, and then, Hangman is attacking them, and then they're beating him up and stuff. So, yeah, I guess this was their way to write Hangman off. And then you got the Elite Hunter, Frankie, coming out, which was nothing going to do nothing. The Dark Order seemed like they were going to do something, but, Evil and Stu hold them back because of what happened earlier. So, yeah. So we had an AEW TNT title match. We had favorite champion, the Redeemer, Miro, taking on Lee Johnson with Dusty Rhodes by ringside. I mean, what can I say about this match? This was a squash, Now, Lee Johnson did get some offense, and I'll give him that. But this was a squash. This was a squash match. So Miro gets the win there, and that was that. So, yeah. So now we get Christian Cage backstage, and, he's doing his little Golden Girls song because he's so hyped up. He's a #1 contender, and he talks about how next week he'll be on Dynamite and he'll be on Rampage to stir stuff up. He asks Tony what's better than being good? Elite. So I guess we're getting Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega at All Out. Apparently, a lot of people are not really happy about that because of the Hangman situation. Me personally, I don't really have a problem with it because it's Christian Cage versus Omega. That's a dream match in itself. But I can understand what the fans are coming from with the Hangman. And I've said it many times that, Hangman and Omega should take place at All Out. But it obviously seems like that they're continuing the story, and they don't want Hangman's title to run to get overlooked, especially when you have guys like Punk and Danielson showing up. So I get where they're trying to come from to some degree. Now, we had the Bunny versus Laila Herch. Now, this was a #1 contenders match to see who will get a shot at the NWA World's Champion, Camellia. And my God, Camellia, Jesus Lord. You thought Raquel Gonzalez was tall. This woman is really poor thing. She is going to wreck Laila Herch. But nonetheless, Laila Herch gets the win. I thought this match was pretty good. So, yeah. Now we get the main event, man. Malachi Black versus Cody. This was awesome, man. Malachi Black just doing what he does best. Sweet entrance. I thought it was a pretty good match, given at the time they had, it was pretty good. So, great debut for Malachi Black and stuff like that. And, Cody's probably going to take some time off. So, yeah. So that was my AEW Dynamite review. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Again, remember to subscribe to the channel. And so, yeah.